Movie time now. Guardians of the Galaxy took third place at this week's box office.
No one's allowed back here. Winter's not feeling very well.
Does he ever come out?
Not much. It's hard to even coax her out to eat.
You ever try bacon? It works with my cat.
This family flick based Dolphin Tales 2 takes in just under $17 million at this week's box office.
I just lost control of my car, skidded and wrecked it.
Are you all right?
I'm good. I just had a scratch.
Oh, my God.
I'm all right. Do you think I could use your phone?
And No Good Deed, the psychological thriller, took the #1 spot by earning $25 million in its first week out. Now, after a week and a half of red carpet glitz and a frenzy in downtown Toronto, the annual International Film Festival has wrapped up. Joining us now to review some TIFF award winners and some other notable films is Jason Gorber, a critic with TwitchFilm.com. Jason, 10 days of partying and dealing with all the paparazzi after you, and now you've got a month to recover.
I was so tired. Too many movies.
Okay, so the big winner.
Imitation Game. Benedict Cumberbatch plays Turing, scientist, one of the people who created the machine that broke Enigma, the German code-breaking machine. It's a film that I really didn't like, so I'm actually a little bit surprised that it won People's Choice. It was certainly one of the ones in the running, but there are films like Last 5 Years or Whiplash, other films, Nightcrawler, which I adore, films that I thought might actually have a sort of slightly better chance of doing it. But look, it's a crowd favorite. People like this film. I just think that it didn't go deep enough into the character, and it really is sort of one of these checkbox films. It's a perfectly great performance by Cumberbatch, and he's very emotive, and he's definitely going to see attention at awards time. I'm just not sure the film itself comes together. It's sort of like, well, this happens, and this happens, and then this happens, but it doesn't really do anything new or interesting. So it's okay. For me, it's not one of the strongest things that has ever won People's Choice Award at TIFF, but sometimes we disagree.
We have a very vibrant filmmaking community in this country. Wave the flag. Which Canadian film ran away with it?
Right, so FELIX MEIRA won, and I actually saw it about an hour and a half ago. Randomly with a terrible audience, but we'll get into that another time. I had somebody kicking my seat. Who does that at TIFF? Anyway, it was a lovely, lovely film, a really beautiful, touching thing about love and faith, and it's this amazing dynamic between a secular guy who sort of spots on the street a woman from an Orthodox Orthodox Jewish relationship, and the way that the film sort of dances around their different sensitivities is really quite remarkable. It's a very, very strong film. I think it'll play well internationally, but the fact that it's yet another of these amazing films coming out of Canada. There's another film called Gorber, which I really, really liked, and I don't believe it was actually up for contention, but Mommy by Xavier Dolan, which did super well at Cannes, is another tremendous film, also coming out of Quebec, but a really strong sense of the kind of cinema that we can bring to the world stage.
This next one did not win an award, but documentary The Look of Silence.
Right, so The Look of Silence is truly one of the great documentaries of the age, and it's the sequel to one of the best documentaries ever made. The Act of Killing was a remarkable film about the nature of evil. Look of Silence sort of turns that on its head. The Act of Killing was about a bunch of Indonesian death squads who could act out their own actions. This is really about one man who confronts the people that killed his brother in a series of questions, and we watch him as he watches the witnessing. It is very dark, but it's so beautiful and somber and just an absolute expression of everything the documentary truly can be. This is one of the great films, and this, along with The Act of Killing, is absolutely must-see for anybody to sort of confront both the banality of evil and what documentary can truly do to actually engage the subject. It is absolutely an astounding work.
As I said, you have a month to recover from all this, and I'm going to remind people they can follow you on Twitter at Filmfest_CA. Jason, thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Scott.